Hello friends, this is Praveen and today in this video we are going to learn about the light. In previous class we have learned about the different types of properties of the light. What are the shadows and images formed by the light, and what are the different characteristics. So let's start. First we have the rectilinear propagation. So what means the rectilinear propagation of light? It means that a light always travels in a straight line. The light always travels in a straight line. The activity to demonstrate the light always travels in a straight line are: if you take up a three CDs in a series in which its center hole match with each other, and when you place a burning candle at either one side and see from either side, if you are able to see it, then your CDs are proper. That shows that the light travels in the straight line. But when you just cut off or the remove or slightly change the position of the CD, then you are not unable to see the candle burning. This shows that light always travels in a straight line. If you are not having a CD, you can take up a straw. When the straw is bent, you cannot see the burning candle on the either side. But when the straw is straight, then you can able to see the light or the candle, which is the source of a light. So both of these activities prove that light always travels in a straight line. This could be bent because of some mirrors, but naturally it always travels in a straight line. Then we have the reflection. There are two types of reflection: diffusion reflection and smooth reflection. Smooth reflection takes place in the smooth surfaces, but the diffusion reflection takes place in the rough or bumpy surfaces. So first let's learn about the rough and diffusion reflection. If I take up the rough surface, there is, by bumpy I means it has a bump on it, and when a parallel beam of rays are incident upon it. Incident means to emerge. Incident upon it, it are not, they are not going, before they were coming in all in the same direction, so they are parallel, but now they are not parallel because they are not going in the straight, or all rays are in the same direction. So this is called a bumpy or a rough surface, and this type of diffusion is called reflection is called diffusion reflection. Let's take up a smooth surface. Then the light could be able to reflect. But if I take up a smooth surface which is glass here, I could be able to see through it. But the lights are not reflecting, because I want to see is the, when my eyes will reflect here, I would see that image, but I am seeing the backward. Why? Only a smooth surface is not enough. A smooth surface reflects, but not properly. So the smooth surface should be covered with the silver coating. With here I have a silver coating, or you may say this is a paper mirror. So when I will place this on a so I could able this acts like a, this was the previous I were having the glass, and now I change into the plain mirror by adding the silver coating. The normal mirrors you have has the white color back. This is a silver coating, and this is a glass. So this is why when you see you are able to see your face in aluminium foil, which is not fold, but after folding it you see your face still something, but not that much of the clear. So let's move to the smooth reflection. So this is a mirror which is plain mirror, hit upon the incident or the parallel beam of light, it's always reflect, all the rays reflect in a same direction. So let's learn about some types of the properties which the reflection follows. First, let's name the parts. This ray which is coming is called the incident ray, and rays which are emerging or bouncing back are called reflected ray. Reflected is called a reflected ray, which bounce back. If you draw a perpendicular here, this will divide this and this or these angles into 90 degrees. But there is a small interesting phenomena here. The angle formed by the incident ray is always equals to the angle formed by the reflected ray. So if I name this angle as A, B, C and D. So angle A equals to always angle B, and angle C is always equals to angle D, because angle formed by the incident ray is always equals to the reflected ray. So let's, if A is given and you have to find the B, you can easily, and if C is given, you can find out the D. But if C is given and we have to find the opposite pair, just like here C and B, or you can take D or A. So how you will find out? First you can see just like this, you have to find out in the A. So we know it forms a 90 degree and this has occupying its space. So 90 minus the D which would be again give to the B. So angle B would be equals to the angle A. So like this way you can find out these. Let's move to the next. Next we have the images. What are the different types of images formed by the images? First, all the images which are formed are classified into two types. These are real image and virtual image. So what are the real images and the virtual images? First, real image. A real image is an image which can be caught on the screen, which could be caught on a screen. When an image is a real image, it is always a inverted. It would be always an inverted image. So it is like, and it would be formed by the converging rays, which are derived. If I just take up a three converging rays, it would be all derived from a point. And virtual image, when a virtual image is formed, a virtual image is an image which cannot be caught on a screen. And when a image is a virtual image, it is always an erect image. It is formed by the diverging. Diverging means to extend, and converging means to get at the same point, getting all the rays are getting at a one point when exceed, just like at this point they will meet. So these are called converging rays, and which are just point are diverging from a point. These are called diverging rays. So let's move to the image formed by plane mirrors. Formed by plane mirrors. So we discussed about what is the plane mirror. Let's learn the characteristics of the image formed by the plane mirror with the help of an activity. If you take up a sponge here and some toothpicks, you first arrange the toothpicks into the sponge in the both the directions. In the both, the number of the toothpicks here and there should be always equal. So this sponge is here acting as a mirror, and the toothpicks are acting as a rays. So rays which are at my right side are the incident ray, and these are the image where is the image formed. Let's consider the image is at a, or body is here. So the image would form at a say. So characteristics of this would be that the distance between the body E and the mirror and the distance between the image and the mirror would always same. Always same because this distance and this distance is always same, and the size of the image is always the same again, and one inversion takes place when you raise up your right hand in the mirror. It seems to raising its left hand, so it is called a left right inversion, which is also called the lateral inversion. So let's move to the spherical mirrors. Have you played with a spoon? You see in the inner surface of the spoon, when you see inside, your face gets up inverted. So the image formed here is inverted, so it is a real image. And when we in the outer covering, we see from the outer covering, it is the erect image, and it is called the virtual image. So we see that the inner surface which is like that, which has balls inside, is called a concave mirror. When the lights with parallel beam of lights which are converging will more converge, and they will form the image. Where the image is formed, all the rays are meet. This is called a focus. But now let's take the convex mirror. The outer covering is called convex mirror of the spoon. When the diverging rays are hitting on the surface, they would more diverge. So they would more diverge. When the diverging rays are coming, when the ray is coming, if any atom or any mirrors, they would again reflect more diverge. So let's move to the image formed by these mirrors. What are the characteristics of images formed by these mirrors? So first here, let's see, put the position of body, and here should be nature, or what are the characteristics of the image form. So first learn about the concave, the position when the body is close, not enough pass or not enough far, which as a very moderate distance. This is close. So image formed by this would be the real image. When it is real image, it would be always an verted image. And the one more characteristic of this image, it is big or magnified from the position, magnified from the size of the image and the body. Then when it is enough very close, when it is very close, the image formed is a virtual and erect image. We know that when the object is a virtual image, it would be then it would be the erect image also, and it is again magnified, which means it is bigger from the body, and this is a very close. Now let's away or very far. Away, you will see it has the following characteristics. It would be real again. Real again, in when it would be real, it would be the inverted image, and but this would be smaller than the image form. So let's now move to the convex mirrors. What position will matter of the convex mirror? The image would be going to remain the same. So first let's take close. There would be again virtual image, and when it is a virtual image, it would be the erect image, and it would be the small in size. When it would be very close, it would again remain the same properties, virtual image, virtual, erect, and the small in size. And when it is placed very far enough, then also its properties will remain same. It would be the virtual image, erect image, and also small in the size compared to the body. So let's move to the lenses. So what are lenses? The lenses are the transparent material which have a curved surface. Should have curved surface on either or only one side. It should have a curved surface. So let's first learn about the types. When we learn about the concave and the convex. So concave and the convex mirrors. So these types which have the bulge inside are called the concave lenses, double concave lens, and when it is having bulge outside, this is called double convex. If one side is straight of the either lenses, then it is called plano-concave or plano-convex. And when the both sides are the concave, then it is called concavo-concava lens. And when one side is convex and one side is the concave, then it is called the concave-convex mirrors, concave-convex lenses. So let's understand this by the So let me take the again in now the sponge would act as a not a mirror, but it would act as a lens, and these are the incident ray, and these are the where the image is formed. Image, it is passed on. So incident ray. So in the concave lens we have the bulge inside. So we are when making the bulge inside, so it seems to if the points are coming from a ray, from a point, then it would again converge, but never diverge, never converge, because they are coming from a diverging. So this would form when the concave mirror is there, concave lens, the rays would again converge, and when the diverging rays are coming, this would converging rays are coming, this would converge in the convex mirrors. So in the convex mirror, convex lens, the diverging rays are coming, it would converge. So its most focus would be here. So you can burn the piece of paper with the help of a sunlight and a convex lens, because it have a more focus. This do not have any focus here, but this have a more focus. So burning keeping a paper of sheet and here keeping the source of sunlight would produce enough heat to burn the paper. So let's move to the characteristics of the image formed by the concave and the convex lenses. First, and this we have is an position of body, and here is nature. So let's first learn about the different points or the different types of the parts. So first, when this image, when this lens has its center, it is called the optimal center, which is also called as a O. And this is the principal axis, and where it is having the most focus is called the focus, and double of the focus is called 2f. From here also it would be 2f and 2f, f and 2f. So let's first learn about the convex. Convex, in which first, when the object or the body is beyond 2f, the nature of the body, nature of the image would be real image, inverted image, and small in size. Small in size. Then when the position of the body is between two and f, the image formed is real, inverted, and big in size. Then when it is at focus, when it's at maximum focus, the object would again remain the real image, it would be inverted image, because we know that when a image is a real image, it is already an inverted image, then the real image, inverted image, then it is at the same. It would have a same size of the body, and when it would be between the two and between F, which is focus, and O, which is optical center, then the object would change. This would be a virtual image, erect image, and it would become the big again. So these are the characteristics of the images formed by the convex lenses. Convex lenses. So let's move to the concave one. So in the concave lens, what will happen? All the images which are formed at virtual, erect, and here it is big, but then all the images which are formed between any positions are always virtual, erect, and small in size. As you can see, when it is beyond 2F, it would be same, virtual, erect, and small. Between 2F and F, virtual, erect, and small. At F, virtual, small, erect, and when it is between F and O, virtual, erect, and again small. So all of these which are images formed by the concave is always small in length, erect, and virtual. So let's move to the dispersal. We know when we are mixing colors, so what we get, mixing two or more colors, we got up a white color. Finally, if we mix in an equal quantity, we got up the white color. This is proved by the Newton with the help of his Newton's disc. Newton make a disc first which has divided into fragments, and each fragment color with a different color. And when he spin this disc, he see a white color. So when there are different colors, so it shows the white color. This can be seen by when a white light is passed through a droplet or the prism. If you will place the prism on the rectangular base, you cannot see or the rainbow formed, but you have to place this on a triangular base one. So when you hit upon the one edge when one plane meets, you got the rainbow is formed. So this is what is a prism help. So when an incident ray is coming, it divides into the rainbow colors, which is Vibgyor, which R stands for red, O stands for orange, Y stands for yellow, G stands for green, B stands for blue, I stands for indigo, and V stands for violet. But here it is in a proper this way, and when you will cover this way, which means diverging lens, these lights will again converge and form into the white light when the mirror again we used up the prism. So let's summarize what we have learned today. First, we learned about the rectilinear propagation, in which it means that the light always travels in a straight line. Then we learned about the reflection. The two types of reflection, diffusion reflection and the smooth reflection, takes place in the bumpy and the smooth reflection, smooth surfaces respectively. Then we learn about the what are the parts or the how is the mirror formed. Then we learn about the different types of images. Then we learn about the images formed by the plane mirror, spherical mirrors and lenses. First, the plane mirror, the distance between them is always same. The size of the body or the image is always same, and they go under the left-right inversion, which is called the lateral inversion. Then we learned about the spherical mirrors. What are the two types of spherical mirrors? Concave and the convex mirrors. What are the images formed by them? Different types of the characters of the images which are formed by them. Then we learned about the lenses. What are lenses? What are different types of lenses? But we have learned two only: double concave and double convex lenses. Then we learned about the dispersal of light. How is light dispersal, or what are the different characteristics of light? Then we learned about the Newton's disk, which means that if a disk is covered with the different colors, and when it is pinned together, it seems that it is a white light, and a prism reflects the white light into the seven different colors and different colors into the single light. So friends, I hope that you like this video, and at the last, thanks for watching.